Because the halfling twins Alop and Dalo were so curious about the endless world outside their little realm, and so desirous to venture forth and explore, they decided that they would first have to master a few arts. For even if the outside world was not as bad as everyone claimed, they still wanted to be as prepared as possible. They feared that once they left their homeland, their kin would not be welcoming them back. They would have to find ways to fend for themselves in strange environments. Sure, they knew how to garden and even hunt small game, but gardening takes many months, and they didn't know for certain what kind of creatures lived beyond their borders. So to start off their long preparations, they decided they should first learn how to brew potions and cocktails of all different sorts. Any agricultural civilization worth its salt experiments with mixing herbs and crafting poultices, and there have been more than a few halflings who have brewed themselves into the doghouse on occasion. But they wanted to take it just a step further. So they gathered some unusual ingredients that perhaps weren't designed to be mixed and started testing different combinations. It was by no means the safest method of testing, for one would concoct a brew when the other would sample it. However, it was highly effective and resulted in several interesting brews. Eventually, they decided on several key ingredients that they would take with them on their journey, and hoped to find more ingredients later down the road. The most important elements would be netherwort, redstone dust, and glowstone dust, though they discovered the hard way that mixing in gunpowder has some amusing and potentially disastrous effects. Hello there, and welcome to my next episode on the Realm of Vasten server. I am Mar, and we are standing here inside of the Hall of Kinship, and we've got a few things to take care of today. The first thing that I want to do is run over here to the storage room and grab a few things. I've been wanting, I think I already grabbed some pufferfish. If you paid attention in the intro that we just had, there's a couple of things that we're gonna need to do pretty much what the intro had in it. I know it's a bit of a weird way to do things, but it seems easier for me to record the intro after I actually build the thing. So it's a little out of order, but that way, like, I can basically center an episode around the intro. So let's see, we've got some pufferfish. Let me I have my tablet right here. We are going to look up on Google, or well, Wikipedia or whatever, Minecraft brewing, because I want to see what things I'm going to need for brewing, because I don't have it all memorized. Goodness, I don't have it all memorized. Now I know that I would need some redstone. I have some in my chest here. We're also going to need fermented spider eyes. Where would we find those? Spider eyes. Here we go. And there's 2 right here. How do you ferment them? Because I feel like 2's not very many, you know? Let's see. Fermented spider eyes. Normal spider eyes. Sugar. Brown mushrooms. Do we have any brown mushrooms up there? 11. Well, that's not very many. Let's see. Maybe we need a... That's probably way too many. Maybe we'll just take... Like, how many can you get out of this? Are mushroom blocks affected by... I didn't get anything. Am I doing this the wrong way? Aren't you supposed to be able to get, like, actual mushrooms out of this? Oh, there they are. It's not guaranteed. Okay. Is this affected by fortune? Let's see. Let's get this out. Get out our fortune pick, I guess. Sure, why not? And let's try this. No, doesn't really seem to be. Are you just really unlucky? I mean, I got 2. There's another. Get back you, you. Yeah, this seems like a really horrible way to get mushrooms. I got 7 mushrooms out of that. Well, we probably won't be doing any more of those like that. I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest. But there were a few mushrooms in here. We got 7, so that's 18. If we take these 2 and then combine some more, so spider eye, mushrooms, sugar. Anybody see sugar? Here's sugar cane. Guess we could use some of that. It was a crafting bench. And sugar. Let's do 18 of them. There we go. And then do 18 fermented spider eyes. That should be enough, yeah? I mean, it's not like we probably won't even use hardly any of it at all. This is mostly used to change a couple potions into other kinds of potions. Though we should probably take some normal spider eyes with us as well. Maybe half a stack. Because you can use spider eyes to make potions of poison. So we'll take some of those. I probably won't bother getting every last thing, you know, in the list of brewing, but we should get at least some of them. Now we can also do melons. We can get glistening melon slices. How do you get glistening melon slices? Melon and gold. I have gold, don't I? Let's see. I have some gold. Yes, I do. That should actually be enough right there, because you can get 9 nuggets out of 1 bar. Is that not how it works? Oh, don't tell me you have to surround it. Oh, come on. That's so expensive. Let's see if that's what you do. Yep, that's what you do, alright. Alright, fine, whatever. So be it. So there, we got glistening melon slices. Golden carrots, another expensive one. Carrots. There's none in here. I guess we're going to be skipping that one. Where would we find the magma cream? I don't know. That's an excellent question. Would it be in like an unmarked chest, maybe? Oh, here's some glowstone. Let's take some glowstone, because we'll need some of that. And do we see anything else? There's more glowstone, but we don't need that many. Glass bottles? Sure, why not? Anything else? Not seeing a whole lot. There's a carrot. I'm not going to bother with a carrot. Don't see a whole lot else there. Is there anything at the bottom? Ooh. Oh, there's the sugar. What a weird place to put the sugar. What about over here? Is there anything over here that looks like it could potentially be used? I mean, I'm looking, but I'm not seeing a whole lot. Here's the redstone. I guess we'll just take some like that. And ooh, there's a potion box. Anything good? Just pre-made potions, it looks like. 2 rabbits' feet? I don't know. And I really don't see very much else here. Let me poke around here and collect up some resources, and then I'll meet you over in the halfling the halfling town, Endurer's Rest, and we will work on making up a little brewing room. So let me get at that, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I have found something rather interesting here in the pond right outside our house. There is a hole in the pond, and I discovered this because I was doing a little quick digging inside my base to hollow out the next room, and I found flowing water going right past my wall. I was like, what's this? So here's the trapdoors. This is the next room I'm working on right in there. If we follow this all the way down, so it's quite a ways. I'm not sure, how far do we go? Probably, yep, right down to Y11. Oh, come on, out. We come down here to Y11. It's like where the mine is, I guess, and a random spawner, a zombie spawner that seems to be feeding in this direction. I don't know where it feeds to, except maybe right there. And then what do you do with it then? I don't understand. Is this, did they maybe somehow come here and you whack them like through a corner or something? This is so strange. This isn't them trying to like feed zombies up into my house, is it? Because this house is halflings only. No zombies allowed. I don't know. But anyway, let's go up here and let's see if we can't figure out this room. I feel like there's a lot of other places this could have gone. But let's see if we can't figure out our room even with that odd thing right there. So let's see. What sort of setup do we got here? So you come in, the side that has the trapdoors has a flat, and then you got a pillar. Side that already is flat is just 3 flats and then pillar. Okay, yeah, that seems reasonably simple enough. Let's grab out our ender chest, and there's our spruce. Let's just grab a little bit of spruce. So, I mean, realistically, this would be wood, but we would do that for a pillar, and then these we'll strip like so. Oh, that's not right. Do another pillar, and then like that. Strip those, and another pillar, and then the last wall. Okay, so that's that. What did we use for our flooring? So we go down go down a slab, go down another slab, and this is our walking level. And then it's 2.5 and everything's slabbed off. Okay, got it. I have got it. Do I have those in here? No. Do I have them in here somewhere? I can't find anything. One of these days I'm going to have to clean up my shulkers here. There's no slabs? There's trapdoors, but that's not really what I'm looking for here. There's spruce slabs. Give me those. Ugh, all that work and I only have 18 of them. Okay, so I need to tear this out. Tear that out. This. Come on, all out. And put in our slab, our spruce slabs. Get that block. Get those blocks. And I'm out. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be out? Let me have a few more planks so I can have a few more slabs. And then the ceilings. So at that level right here. And I can't do that there because of the trapdoor, and I'm out again, of course. Why wouldn't I be? Let's have some more trapdoors. Or, I mean, slabs. There we go. I'm not sure about this. Maybe what would work better here is a stair, and maybe this would actually be fine right here, because it's not going to flow in. Just do that. That should be fine. Realistically, I think a stair here would be our best bet. Do I have stairs in here somewhere? Yes, I do. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. There we are. And it's almost unnoticeable. So we'll just leave that there, and that'll be fine. I don't like that sound at all. Why is it all stormy? And why can I see the light change? Is that from my torch, or is that from the lightning? Okay, I think it's from the torch. I knew it was raining out there, which is actually causing me a little bit of lag, but I didn't realize that it was thunderstorming as well. Okay, so actually I don't know if I'll need that right away. I need to put some of this stuff down. I think I should probably get a chest if I have one here somewhere, or maybe we'll do a barrel. Let's do a barrel instead. I like that idea. So maybe a barrel. What is with all this thunder and lightning? Stop it! Stop it! Is it gonna flood my entire house? It's quite the noise out there. I was able to find one brewing stand, so we'll just slap that down. And what color have we been using for our furniture up here? Is that oak or birch? That is birch. Let's stick with birch and come down here. And let's see, where's our birch? I don't like this sound. Stop it. Stop it! Here's our birch. Oh, and we already have some birch stairs. Well, I actually wanted some birch slabs, so let's just do a few slabs. I was thinking we could do that and that, make it sort of a workstation with a storage center underneath. I wish that button, or the little knob there thingy, was either on the top or the bottom. I don't like it being off-center, but I don't know, maybe it looks like a drawer that you could open, you know, off to the side. That might work. Alright, let me play around with this a little bit, and see what I can come up with, because I still want to spend a little bit of the episode back at the library working on that, so I don't want to spend the whole thing right here. Alrighty, here we go, everybody. This is what I have come up with for our little brewing area. We've got a lantern that is lighting up everything in the room pretty decently. We've got a few ingredients in item frames scattered about on shelves. We've got some herbs in flower pots. We have our barrel with all sorts of miscellaneous things that we brought over. And in case anybody is watching this who also plays on Vasten, Realm of Vasten, help yourself. I've got nothing actually brewing, but I put some water bottles in here because I like the effect that it gives making these potions look like they're actually, you know, brewing. Although I think it'd be really cool if the image wasn't necessarily red all the time. I think it'd be cool if it could somehow detect what was inside here and actually give an accurate visual representation. And because every water bottle, well, every empty glass bottle needs to eventually become a water bottle, I was like, well, you know, first thought was like maybe this, but this is just flowing water. It's not a source block, so that wasn't going to work. So I had to get a little creative, and I tucked down some water way down there, and it just hit with a trapdoor. Now the trapdoor doesn't look exactly like the planks in here, even if I turned it so that the slats go this way instead of, you know, that way. It's still a little bit different, but I don't think it's too noticeable. I kind of want it to be at least a little noticeable in hopes that, you know, if people did want to come down here and brew, that maybe they'd spot it and realize that that's where you fill in your water or your glass bottles. Even I gotta say, it might be too well hidden even like that. But yep, this is our little brewing room. This is another room done, so that means we have a little sitting room, a storage room, and a brewing room. And we've still got quite a ways. I mean, we can go, realistically, we could take this all the way to bedrock if we wanted to. So we've got two rooms that are already got doorways and, you know, plenty of space to keep on going. So let's go ahead and head back to the library and start working there. And it's a brand new day here on the server, because I just slept, basically, to get rid of that miserable rain and snow and thunder and all that crazy stuff. I actually like it, but not to record in. It's very annoying to record in. So when we left off here in the last episode, we had built, or I had built, this simple, very simple doorway. I definitely want to go with doorway, but I don't know that I necessarily like this design. I feel like it could be quite a bit taller, even once I, you know, make it completely symmetrical. I know, because I know there's some bits, I think it's on the back side mostly, that it's not symmetrical. But I don't necessarily like this here. So I'm definitely going to want to play around with that, see if I can't find, you know, something a little bit different. Now I did get some comments, mostly just a comment, from, I'm probably going to say the name wrong, but we're going to give it a whirl anyway. Jamin P. Rose, who suggested that we make one main door, like this one essentially, and then on the other three sides, we would just have three smaller doors. And Jamin also suggested that we use the inside of, I'm assuming these towers, this is what my understanding was anyway, because we have 4 towers on all the points, to use these and sort of theme each one around a different item or place or something like that, here within the Realm of Vasten. So one of the suggestions was an Age of Iron with chainmail armor and iron tools and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll actually go with that, because one of the other things I was planning on doing after the library, which it could be next season for all I know, one of the things I'm planning on doing is making a library, so I would feel like iron armor, or well, really any armor and tools would be more appropriate there. However, Jamin also suggested something around around maybe the drowned or the guardians or something like that. Something with enchantments and mystical displays and stuff like that. And I think those are all great ideas, and I think we could definitely make use of some of them. Now, that's a little further down the road. I think the first thing we should try to do is figure out a main door design, one that maybe can be easily replicated on a smaller scale on the other sides. So let me work on this for a little bit, and I will come back hopefully with something a little better than that. And welcome back, everybody. I think I have come up with a design that I'm pretty happy with. That is both relatively simple, though a little dark wood intensive, but it also comes in a larger version over here, and then a smaller version over here that I can replicate to the other sides. So from the outside, it looks... oh no. We're just going to pretend we didn't see him. From the outside, it's pretty much the same as on the inside. Mostly just dealing with the space we've been given. We have, of course, this very long flat wall here on all four corners. Because this is the larger one, it's using up almost the entire wall. However, if we look over there, there was a little bit more on the edges on either side of the door. So I'm gonna be able to fit in a window. Now, anywhere you have this gap here, this is gonna be a window. Either glass panes in the cases of like these spots and these spots, or we'll just go with like whole glass blocks for when it's like on a corner bit, like right there. And my idea is that everywhere you see one of these vertical gaps, that's going to be glass all the way around. Including on top of each of the doors. So you can see they're kind of small up there because we have a giant door, but over here where we have a smaller door, we'll be able to fit in more glass in these sections. Now there is a little bit of stone that you can see, both on the smaller door as well as on the larger door. It's unfortunately unavoidable, at least with this current design, because that block is visible from the outside. It's not super visible. It's like, what is it? Like that block right there, I think. So it's not super visible, but it is still technically visible. So I think I'm fine with this being slightly, slightly visible right there. One alternative that we might try is, instead of having the trap door here, which you can see, we'll just put a whole plank there. That'll cover up the two stone bricks perfectly fine, and then maybe hang like a lantern down the middle. That is an option, one that maybe we'll try out, maybe we won't, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think I like this design. Now, as far as the walls themselves are concerned, the walls or pillars or however you want to think about them, and the glass that's going to go in them, I'm thinking we'll probably take them, they're approximately like, I don't know, 18 or 20 blocks tall right now. That is the tippy top of the door. We'll probably go like maybe a couple blocks higher all the way around, and then we'll start bringing them in. Now from the inside, we'll end up having a circular balcony going all the way around, probably out of wood or maybe quartz or something like that. From the outside, it will just, well, it's kind of hard to decide really. I think it may just, I don't know if I want outside balconies or not. At least on these sections, it'll be something I just have to kind of decide as I go along with it, because unlike a lot of my most of my large actually scale buildings, I like to plan out in advance. And as you can see, there's virtually no planning. I'm really just, flying by the seat of my pants. Even with the Hall of Kinship, which I didn't really necessarily plan out in advance, but I did put down that skeletal frame of netherrack, and that sort of worked as a guiding, like a guide block for me. This I'm doing completely on the fly, so a lot of trial and error, a lot of experimentation, a lot of trying one design and then coming back later and deciding I hate it maybe, or maybe I think of something that might look better, something like that. The one thing I do know is that right here I was planning on having one of those support structures where it's a little beefier, and I may still do that. It would just mean that we lose this one window segment, but I don't think that's a huge problem. So I'm not sure what we'll do with this part here. It could be that the support structure only goes like part way up and then we can do glass above that. I'm not sure. Now, one thing I do want to ask you guys, what color of glass should we use? Should we use just like one single color? Should we use a couple different colors? If we use more than one, what color should we use here, and what would be some ideas for places elsewhere to use colors? I don't really go in for a random color effect, so patterns, I like patterns, I like solid colors. I don't know, just throw me your ideas, and I'm totally willing to try them out. But yeah, I think this is pretty good start here. I just need to take this section here and replicate it all the way around. Maybe get the wall height up to where we want it, and then next episode I'll be able to hopefully put into effect maybe like your glass ideas or something like that. However, for now, I think we're pretty much at the end of our time. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, of course, and I hope you like where we're heading with this library project, as well as where we're going with the little halfling hole over there. And of course, I hope you keep on coming back for more. But until next time, I hope you have a fantastic time, and I will see you later. Bye!